So today we're going to talk about essence of well-being. So one of the things that compromise our well-being is emotion. Emotion creates chemical secretions in the body, and they in turn cause disease, which is dis plus ease or discomfort. So, and that can go on to various levels. It can be a small discomfort, or it can become a huge issue like cancer. So take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live in, said Jim Rohn. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, and spiritual well being, not just absence of disease or infirmity, according to the World Health Organization. Well being, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, is a state of being comfortable, happy, and healthy. A simple definition. What determines well being? Is it our external world or our internal world? We are comfortable, happy, and healthy when life is good and everything seems to be right. We feel happy when events and circumstances secrete the related chemicals of comfort. What happens when life becomes difficult or does not work the way you want it to go? Tragedy, death, loss, etc. occur in our lives. How do we react to the situations and events currently occurring in our lives? How do we strive to change the way we feel? By trying to change our external world or internal world or both. We try to usually change a lot of people want to change their external world, and it's hard because it keeps on coming back. It's like going on this path and then coming back to the start point and starting all over again. Changing the external world would need a lot of input, energy, and cooperation, as it's governed by a host of parameters that decide the outcome. We may be able to change a few of these parameters, or actually we can't. We are actually powerless over the situation. Imagine standing at a street corner. We have a box of emotional remote controllers, hypothesis sake. The remote controllers are keys for various emotions. Depending on what key is pressed, is what you will feel. They have happiness, sadness, joy, hurt, guilt, shame, fear, helplessness, and everything on it. So we stand at the corner and pass on these remote controls to passers by, the neighbors, the friends, the family, the relatives, and we all want everybody to press the happiness key, maybe. So is everybody else. They're handing out their remote controls as well. So, unfortunately, the keys that are getting pressed might not be the happiness keys, and we feel different emotions and anger and sadness and discomfort and disease and so on and so forth. And so is everybody else around us. And one day you decide that I'm going to collect all my remote controllers and I'm going to be responsible for whatever key I want to press. So then you are in control of the situation. So you have started taking responsibility. Responsibility is the ability to respond to any situation. The choice is now yours. So now, do you want to control your inner world or can you control your outer world? We are like a little atom or molecule in the ocean. Can we control the ocean? Is there a question of free will? Can we alter the the whole scenario to how we want? Or are we just going to learn to flow with the go? So, well being occurs when we start taking responsibility, learning and practicing wholesome, health centered intellect, mind, body process to deal with life as it occurs. The three components of well being are intellect, mind, and body. The intellect is a double edged sword. We can use it for our salvation or our destruction. Same with the mind. But if we use the intellect to control our mind, we can achieve well-being or disease as it is determined by our intellectual program that we want to use. Life is described as what happens when you have other plans. So when we use the intellect to control the mind, from where the emotions come from, and the emotions secrete chemicals into the body, we are able to control the whole flow process to one we choose. So for example, if you walk out of your workspace and you want to go somewhere and your car has a puncture, You feel helpless, you want to get angry, storm, kick the car, swear, carry on. The related chemicals are going to flood your system, and then you feel discomfort and everything. Or you can use your intent to say, all right, what is important now, which is win. I'm just going to do what I need to do in a calm manner, change the tire or get help to change the tire, and make alterations to whatever plans I have, based on what I have planned for the evening. And in a calm, serene manner, you go about, and since you've accomplished what you have to accomplish, body also feels happy and content. That is the key to well-being. So in the last 25 years, there has been a real big tidal shift in the field of and scientific 300 more than 300 scientific papers on mindfulness. This is according to Emiliana Simone Thomas, Science Director for Greater Good Science Center at the University of Berkeley. So people who meditate show more left brain hemisphere dominance, according to meditation studies done at the Center for Investigating Healthy Minds at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Essentially, when you spend a lot of time meditating, the brain shows a pattern of feeling safe in the world and more comfortable in approaching people and situations and less vigilant and afraid, which is more associated with the right brain. The telomeres is a protein that has been in the research limelight for the last maybe few years. This scientific protein, this specific protein, sorry, seems to help cells live longer by keeping them from unraveling and undergoing damaging cell mutations, and increased levels of telomeres may have a beneficial effect on our body's aging. Studies have shown that telomeres activity increases with positive lifestyle changes, and furthermore, a person's sense of well-being, particularly positive psychological changes brought about by meditation, promotes telomeres activity. Um, This was done in 2010 in the University of California by Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who shared the Nobel Prize in Medicine for the discovery of telomeres. The most comprehensive scientific study of meditation, the Shamatha project, led by the scientists at the University of California, indicated that meditation leads to improved perception and may have some effect on our cellular aging. They found that Buddhist monks meditating on compassion, because Buddhists have this whole idea that everything is divine, everything is connected. The telomeres grew by 30%, which stopped the genetic strands from shortening and the cell dying, which is effectively your body dying. So volunteers who spent an average of 500 hours in focused attention meditation during a 3-month retreat in 2007 were better than the control group at detecting slight difference in the length of lines flashed on a screen. So what does this mean? So the researchers compared blood samples between these two groups. They found that the retreat population had 30% more telomeres, the enzyme in cells that repairs the shortening of chromosomes that occurs throughout life. This could have implications for the tiny protective caps on the ends of the DNA strands known as the telomeres, which have been linked to longevity. Does not mean if you meditate you're going to live longer, but your sense of well-being and other things will improve, and maybe it'll lead to longevity. It's an empirical question at this time, but it's remarkable that a sense of purpose in life, a belief that your goals and values are coming more in alignment with your past and projected future, is likely affecting something at the level of your molecular biology. So when we are affecting stuff at our molecular biological levels, which is comprised of cells, and basically in our body, billions and trillions of cells, each having their own sort of mind. So we bring everything into harmony, the whole body is in harmony. And that is the science of well-being. How are we going to bring about a sense of well-being? And so all the religions talk about surrender and letting go, and Zen. Everything is about letting go and having an emotion-free viewpoint of life, wherein we are just witnesses to life and let life occur without trying to control life as it happens. To live spontaneously, to live with a sense of well being, to live with wonder and joy like a child. The child is not worried about tomorrow, really. And that is how well being occurs. And that is our goal, to somewhere along the line still the mind. We can use the intellect to meditate. We change the way the mind reacts, whether it's going to the past or the future, and bring it to this here and now where there are no thought process present, and thereby we affect the sensory part and the biological part and the molecular biology of our body. So meditation or mindfulness in everyday life, because we have to participate in life, is a great start to well-being, abundance, serenity, joy, and love. Thank you.